Hello guys, welcome to another video. This is going to be another sit down talking video. Any videos that you see where I'm talking about like how to learn K-pop dances, how to improve, I always mention this, dance comparison videos. When you put your own K-pop dance cover side by side with the original dance practice, I always recommend doing this. But many of you guys seem to ask me in the comments like, how do I make the video in the first place? Now there are like a number of video collage editing apps on the App Store. Honestly, after years of trying so many, they're all trash, okay? If you want like advanced features on those apps, you have to pay for them. I thought I would share my way of doing it, and this is an easy and free way to do it. Free if you own an Apple computer. First thing that you want to do is you want to download the original dance practice that the company posted on YouTube. So to do this on a computer, you just go onto Google and you can type in like MP4 converter. The one that I do recommend, it's called yt1s.com, and then you want to go to the YouTube to MP4 tab. All you have to do is just go onto YouTube first, you find the dance practice that you need, you copy the link in the search bar, then you paste that link back into your MP4 converter, you press convert, and then once it's processed it will have a download button. Just be careful, some of these MP4 converters can be a bit sketchy, so I've picked out one that hasn't given me any problems. Now that you have your dance practice ready on your computer, you obviously want to have your cover as well. If you recorded your cover onto your phone, let's say you just used your phone camera, if you have an Apple to Apple device, you can easily use AirDrop. If you don't have an Apple to Apple device, then you can use Google Drive or Dropbox. I'm about to record my screen and we're going to work through this together step by step. Okay, so now you guys should be able to see my screen. I'm looking at my desktop right now. I have my ITZY's Not Shy dance practice, and then I have my Not Shy dance cover that I did last summer. Now that you have your two videos on your desktop, you're gonna go and open iMovie. So your screen should look like this right now. What you're going to do is click on import media, which is right here. I'm going to select these two right here and press import all. If you're not familiar with iMovie, I'm just going to quickly demonstrate what you're looking at right now. So anything in this top left box is all your resources, basically all your videos that you want to include in your main video. Down here, this big section is called a timeline. The timeline is your main workspace. So what you want to do first is drag the original dance practice of the idols into the timeline. So I'm going to drag ITZY into the timeline, and then I'm going to take my video and drag that and put it on top of the ITZY video. Okay, make sure it's on top. Then we're going to go over to the far right, and if you can see this little toggle here, so it's basically a zoom tool. As you can see, that's way too small to work with. The video is really squished in the corner. I want to zoom in more so I can see properly, so I'm going to zoom in a lot. I think I'm going to go all the way to the end actually. This is my clip at the top, and then on the bottom you have sound waves. So these waves right here, these are audio waves. Every time you see a peak in these audio waves, a peak is usually like a harsher sound. Right at the beginning of the video, if you see a very large peak, that's normally the first beat of the song. So to move this clip around, you basically hold on to it and drag it around. We want to align my cover audio waves with the dance practice audio waves, and that's how you make it sync and play at the right time. Now if we look at ITZY's dance practice, you can see the audio waves. What you're going to do is you're going to use your cursor to go right at the start of the first audio wave. You're going to get your dance cover now, and you're going to drag that to match the start of the audio wave. Now as you can see, it's not going to be 100% perfect. This is all it's allowing me to do right now because I'm so zoomed in, but I'm going to place it about there. The best way to check that this is in sync is you want to lower the transparency of your cover. If you make your cover a little bit see-through, you'll be able to see that you're dancing at the same time as ITZY. So click on your video, then you're going to go to this icon right here, and it's called video overlay setting. You're going to see an option called opacity. Lowering opacity basically changes the transparency of the video. I'm going to bring the opacity down to make the video more transparent. So as you can see, as I did that, my video went a bit see-through. I'm going to press play from the start. Just by looking at that, it's pretty in sync, and that's fine. Some people like to leave it like this. They like the whole transparent look. I don't personally use this technique, but it is definitely one that you can use if you like this look. We're going to put the transparency back to how it was originally. I'm going to go back and click on the video overlay settings and put the toggle of opacity back to the far end. So now that I know everything's in sync, one thing that you can do is mute one of the videos. Because you've got two audios playing at the same time, it's going to be really, really loud. So you want to mute one of them. I'm going to mute Itzy's dance practice. Take this line right here and drag it all the way to the bottom. That's your audio line. Another way to do that is to press the audio icon and then you lower the volume here all the way to the far end. The next thing that we're going to do is we're going to use the split screen function because we want to have two videos side by side. You're going to go back to this video overlay settings up here. We're going to go down to this drop down menu. We're going to click on that, go down to split screen. So now we have two videos side by side. I personally want Itzy to be on the left and then my video to be on the right. So we're just going to go to this drop down menu here called position and then click on right, and then it switches them the other way around. So you think I can leave it like this, right? The videos are in sync. I've now got the split screen, but we're going to watch and I want to show you what happens. Okay, so just by watching that, you can already see some problems. First, Itzy are tiny. They're very small compared to me. And the second problem in Itzy's video, keep moving out of frame. We're going to click on the actual Itzy video. We're going to go to the crop tool, press crop to fill. And now you've just been given a border that you can adjust. So you're going to take one of the corners and we're going to scale it down. You move it around to about there. So I'm going to just test that for now. That's fine. You just press the OK button, the tick up here. Just before I continue that, as you can see, there's a bit of like empty space right here. Itzy's video starts a bit sooner than mine, so what you can do is go to the start of mine, and to cut the video, you press Command B. This splits the bottom clip, so that's just now split the Itzy video into two, and we're going to delete the first section because we don't need it because my video hasn't even started yet. Cut that out by pressing backspace. Now we're pretty much the same size, but I kind of want Itzy to be on the same foot level as me, so I'm going to click back onto the Itzy video crop tool. I'm going to raise it a bit. They've got more space above their heads. Press OK. Yeah, that's fine. So now we're going to play it. Yeah, so now that I play it, this is fine for me. They're still a little bit smaller than me, but it's fine. Okay, so now that we're playing this, sure, Itzy are the same size as me and everything actually looks quite good, but there will be times where the person I'm following is out of frame. And look, as you can see right now, Yuna has gone completely out of frame, which we don't want. And you can't see anything right now. So I'm going to show you how to fix this. So we're going to go right to the beginning. What we're going to be doing now is basically splitting clips and moving the position. The main focus is to keep the person that I'm following in the middle of the video. So with your own dance cover, try to remember who you're following at which time, because that's going to be useful in the editing process. So right now, when I come out and say not shy, not me, I'm following Yuna. We're going to watch until Yuna goes out of frame. All of right here, following Yuna, that's fine. Okay, now she's starting to go out of frame now. Align your cursor with the time where she's just about to go out of frame. We're going to split the clip into two. So we're going to press Command B. This first bit is fine because she's in frame. So from the moment the second clip plays, she's going to start going out of frame. As you can see, she's completely gone. So we're going to go back to the start of the second clip that we just cut, back to the crop tool at the top. As you can see in the middle of this rectangle, there's a cross, okay? We're going to put this cross on top of the member that we're following. Right now, the cross is on top of Che. We don't want it on top of her, we want it on Yuna. So we're going to put the cross on Yuna. Press the tick, okay, and we're going to go back to the start. So press play and we're going to watch. So now it cuts to Yuna now being still in the middle because I've just done that adjustment. So that's fine. We're going to keep watching. Now Yuna is slowly going out of frame, but it doesn't matter because I'm about to follow Leah, so this is fine. We'll keep watching. Still I can see Yeji, that's fine. All you have to do really is just make sure that the person that you're following in particular is in frame at all times. Now, as you can see, they're slightly moving over to the right. I don't want that. I want to be able to see them. I've aligned my cursor at the right time where I want to cut the video before they walk over to the right. I'm going to press Command B again. This splits the clip in two. So we're going to click on this video now. Same steps as before. Crop tool. And we're going to put the cursor on Yeji because she is probably the person I'm following at this point. So let's go back and watch again to see the changes that we've done. It's going to cut now. Yeah, that's good. Okay, just at the end of Che's verse, we're doing the hey there part. So as you can see, once I play, Yuna's not even in frame. So again, you just repeat the same things that I've been doing before. So I've aligned my cursor with the point that I want to cut. Command B. We're going to click on the new clip because the new clip is the one that's wrong. Cropping tool, put the cursor on Una because she's the main focus. Press OK. And now if we go back to watch, just after Che's verse, it goes into Una's. And now Una is the center. So we're going to keep watching. Right here is where Leah's about to start singing, and I also start following Leah as well. So now we need to make another cut right here. So Command B, click on the new clip. I'm going to put my cursor at around here. Leah's going to walk in about here. Press OK. So now we go back and watch that again. So now she's coming in. She's going out of frame again. So I'm going to make another cut right here and put the cursor more over here. I just want to point out, when I'm playing this right now and you see the cuts, the program is basically rendering, which is why it might be a bit like laggy or choppy. When you actually save and export the video, it will not look this choppy, so don't worry. As you can see, like that cut right there is very choppy. Now we're getting into the chorus. This is fine for me. Yeah, that's really good. That's really good. I'm happy with that. So far, everyone is still in frame, and you guys know what to do now if anybody ever goes out in frame. So that's fine. I'm gonna actually end my video right here. So to end my video, I'm just gonna press Command B on the ITZY video right here. Command B. I'm gonna do Command B in the exact same place by clicking on my own cover. Command B. I'm gonna delete this by pressing backspace. Backspace. That's where my video has now ended. What you can do is go all the way to the beginning, and now I want you to watch that your idol dance practice adjustments and camera movements are good and you're happy with it. So I think I'm actually going to leave my cover. Even though I do go out of frame like a tiny bit, it doesn't bug me too much, so I'm going to leave it. But for you personally, if you do go out of frame a lot, you're going to have to reduce the scale size of your crop so that you're able to move that cross cursor around. So from here, if you're completely satisfied with your video and you're ready to export it, saving it onto your desktop now. So just make sure you're clicked on the timeline. You're going to go to the top right icon and you're going to press file, and you should see a preview of your video on the left hand side. We're going to make sure the video format is a video and audio. Make sure it's on 1080p and high quality, and then press next. I'm going to save it to my desktop and press save. This little circle right here is your activity. It just shows the progress of your video exporting onto your desktop. So we're just going to wait for that to finish and then we can watch it through. Now I've just received a message saying share was successful, and it's right here. Yeah, I've just opened it. I'm going to put it on big screen and we're going to watch it through. Can you see the cuts are a lot better? So it's not going to look choppy or laggy or anything like that. So yeah, everything looks cool. And from here you can start to spot like mistakes. So I'm actually going to bring you onto like a small mistake that somebody actually pointed out to me on YouTube. So right here, just before gimme da 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 da, you're going to see right here, they're actually tapping their toe on the ground, but I was just twisting my foot upwards into the air. So first look at it, see, they're tapping it on the floor. If we look at my foot goes up off the ground. But there are so many different things that you can analyze on here, and you'll begin to see like what you can improve on, whether it's your power, whether it's your facial expression, whether you're too stiff in a certain part. This technique is really helpful, so I wanted to share with you guys how to do it on a computer on iMovie. So yeah, that is the video. I hope it wasn't too complicated, especially if you're not familiar with editing in general. I tried to make it as beginner friendly as possible, and I hope it was okay to understand. Thank you guys for watching this video. I hope it was helpful. I will see you guys in my next video.